Hey everyone, Shannon Scott with Grave Talks, coming to you from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which has an amazing historic village that feels very Williamsburg-like, and I can't recommend it enough. And, really interesting Savannah connection here in that the Moravians came out of Pennsylvania, really, a la the Czech Republic of today, but ultimately came down to Savannah with John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist Church, or the symbolic founder. He was very taken by the Moravians and some of their, life philosophy. But all that said, things didn't really work out in Savannah. There was some kind of internal competition with the Lutherans in Savannah, and they just really couldn't, patch up the differences, or however you want to look at it. I thought it was interesting that the Moravian graveyard here in Salem was called God's Acre. Some of you may know we have a God's Acre tour in Savannah of the old colonial cemetery downtown Savannah. But nonetheless, the Moravians ended up finding their way back to Pennsylvania. A group of them then settled into what is now the Salem area. And I think at one point later, 1804, there was a group here that went down to Savannah to try to establish another mission, and kind of petered out over time. But there's still a Moravian church or congregation in Stone Mountain, Georgia. But anyway, all that said, I was really taken with not only the beauty of the Moravian cemetery, but the uniformity of all the headstones. So unlike the neighboring Victorian cemetery that we'll explore here in a minute, notice all of the very military-like headstones in a way, and that kind of stark marble, the rectangular square shape, and kind of lacking that, what we consider that Victorianism or that Victorian individuality. Really shows, I would just say a collective uniformity, and sometimes an expression of the ideology. So, I'm no expert in the Moravians, but just kind of fascinating the way they opted to bury, or the style of this, starting in the 1770s, and current burials among them as well. But it stretches all the way out there. I don't know if we can see that, but it goes way down there. So we're going to be wandering that and taking a look at some things. So this is your introduction to Salem and the Moravians.